UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. I am your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli. Today, of course, is Wednesday, and this is our UFO update. I'd like to thank two people, Pastor Matt Freeman, who sent me this article, and of course, a friend of the show and a friend of our ministry, Ted Haley, who also sent me this. This is from the Sun, United States Sun. Watch the video, X-Files, X-Files. Incredible U.S. spy plane photo shows metallic orb UFO flying over Iraq. In groundbreaking classified Pentagon image. So we'll get into that and so much more. But first, a word from our trusted sponsor, BioTrust. Folks, if you started to notice an increase in the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, bags under your eyes, or other usual signs of aging, it might be more than just stress from the new year. Your collagen levels could be low. As you've gotten older, you may also found that your nails are more brittle, hair is thinner, and skin isn't as strong, which can be related to declining collagen production. Folks, this stuff works, and I want you to try it as well and experience the amazing effects it's had on me. Get a bag today for 51% off, plus receive several free bonuses before their New Year sale ends by going to healthwithla.com. That's healthwithla.com, and get ready to look your best in 2023. So, of course, what's amazing about this was apparently released by Jeremy Corbell. Jeremy is definitely on the fast track. He's working with all sorts of people. He's appeared on Fox News and other places. Jeremy was there with the late Dr. Roger Lear, the late Richard Shaw, my former business partner in the Watchers series. And he was a cameraman when we took the implant out of Emil. And Richard gave him our footage as well, and Jeremy created his own show, which is called Patient 17, which is on Netflix, but of course never gave us credit. So look, I have no axe to grind with this guy. I've never met him, but it would have been nice to say, thanks to Watchers or Richard Shaw and L.A. Marzulli, whatever. But that being aside, all is good, all is well. No bitterness, no root of bitterness. Wish Jeremy well, but it's nice to have a little bit of recognition. Anyway, but I digress. Here's the file again, and right away, let's get right into this. So it says X-Files. So immediately they couch it in a way that X-Files. Why do they do that? So they're treating the subject, in my opinion, X-Files. Well, X-Files is about UFOs and cryptids and other things. I get that, but it's all fictional. So why do they label this? Why is the headline in blue lettering, by the way, X-Files? And what we see here is, once again, they're treating the subject, in my opinion, sort of lightly. Well, it's just nothing to see here, really. So the headline means incredible U.S. spy plane photo shows metallic orb UFO flying over Iraq in groundbreaking classified Pentagon image. So what we see here, and this is what I want to get into, that they're constantly leaching this information out. So it's now a classified Pentagon image, which immediately begs the question, if it's classified, then how did it become declassified? Who leaked the footage? Why does Jeremy Corbell wind up with the footage? How does all that work? And there's no chain of custody. We don't know who got this thing, who photographed it. It was a spy plane. Okay, great. What year is it? And there's not a lot of information, but that's the way these things are. But what's interesting about it is they keep throwing it out to the public. And what this is getting the public ready for full disclosure, in my opinion. They're getting you ready for full disclosure. So as a biblical supernaturalist who believes in the biblical prophetic narrative, what implications does this have for you and me? I spoke once again in Georgetown over the weekend. I want to thank my hosts, Teresa and Larry. They were fantastic, and all the folks that showed up. We had a full house on Friday night and a packed house on Saturday. It was fantastic. There were a few seats left over, but it was a great turnout for a Saturday, because most of the time people have stuff to do. People drove in, some of them 3 or 4 hours away. It was incredible. And by the way, I will be in Florida. Well, at the Orlando conference, Prophecy Watchers conference. You'll want to check that out. ProphecyWatchers.com. I will be speaking, doing a whole UFO update, but focusing on the 2 latest films, one on abductions, of course, and one on the crop circles. And then right after that, in April, I'll be up in Jupiter, Florida, at a Calvary Chapel. More about that in the days to come. But let's focus on the Prophecy Watchers conference first. Hope to see you there. But I will be speaking about the abduction phenomena. I will be speaking about the crop circles. So, as a biblical literalist, as someone who's a born-again, spirit-filled Christian, in my opinion, remember, I've been saying this for decades, this is the coming great deception. What is this? The so-called extraterrestrial paradigm, which is being thrown at us constantly with stories like this. In my opinion, these are not extraterrestrials, they are interdimensional entities. Interdimensional entities, because they did not believe the truth. God says them strong delusions. A strong delusion. This is the strong delusion. This is the coming great deception. When they show up, and remember, what I mean by that is all it takes is a mile-wide craft or a bunch of craft. Let's say there's 6 craft and they're all in formation and they fly over the Eiffel Tower and then they just stop. Now that's a fictional account. But what if that happens? So you've got 6 UFOs hovering over the Eiffel Tower. How does that work? Everything stops on this planet, folks. Everything stops. The brakes go on. It is literally, the grid lights up, and this is all we see. UFO over the Eiffel Tower. This is a fictional account. Some people go, oh my gosh, LA's saying UFOs are over. No, I'm not. Fictional account. Okay, watch the film. Watch the entire show. So it's a fictional account. But if that happens, if 6 UFOs do appear over the Eiffel Tower or over any major city, the whole planet puts on its brakes, the grid lights up, the media is focused and pointed on this event, and everything changes. Because you watch this show, you will realize and you will know that you will not be deceived. I want to move on and talk about, this is from Sam, who lives in a town a little bit north of me in the Santa Monica Mountains. The Santa Monica Mountains kind of stop right at the Oxnard Plain, and Sam lives up in Oxnard. So they photographed this shot. You can see the roof of the house, and there's a light in the distance, and then they zoomed in on it. Clearly, it's something is going on here. There's no doubt about it. Something is manifesting in the sky, and there's a close-up of it. So I want to thank Sam, and I want to thank Ted, and all of you who send me these news articles. If you've got real good footage of a UFO, please send them my way, la@lamarzulli.net. We'll be back tomorrow with the show. Of course, it's Thursday, and that's questions for LA. So if you have a question, shoot us an email, questions@lamarzulli.net. We will get to it. If you want to come on Supernatural Confrontations, that's supernatural@lamarzulli.net. Please be patient. We are wading through the emails, and I promise we will get to you. The Crop Circle film, exposing the secret language of the dragon, it's finished. I want to thank my newest film partner, Gil Zimmerman, who worked at Disney and DreamWorks for 30 years. He was in the industry. Gil directed How to Tame Your Dragon. He's a great resource for us, and he's teamed up with me. Go figure. How does that work? All him. And so the films, I think, are getting better. They're getting polished. And the Crop Circle one is out. Of course, we have a pre-sale. You want to save $5? Go to lamarzulli.net, lamarzulli.net. More than likely, it will go to the duplicator on Friday. So it's going to be a very narrow window. And then that's number 5 in the ongoing UFO series. We might make a 5-pack of that, or I may wait a little bit and do a 6-pack with the cattle mutilations that we'll be filming about that very shortly, and that'll be released probably July sometime, late June, July, somewhere in that period of time. It just depends on how we can get all the footage together. But we are definitely on the trail, if I can use that expression. UFOs are real, burgeoning, not going away. It is what's happening. It is the coming great deception. If you want to know out more, check out all 4 films that are available right now. We do have a 4-pack. Go to lamarzulli.net. Don't forget the pre-sale. Hope to see you in Orlando, where I love speaking in front of a live audience, and we will go from there. God bless you all. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button. Thanks for your support, not only your prayers, but your finances. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your contributions to what we do here. Thank you. By the way, I was at Skywatch and filmed on Monday, and I want to thank Joe Horn and the entire Skywatch team. They made me feel really welcome. It was a fantastic 2 interviews that they did with me, and also Vicki Joy Anderson on sleep paralysis. That's her book, which I'm proud to say that we have published. Thanks so much for watching. I'll say it again. Remember, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away.